that's great, but if there's no answer to it, that one?
The 50128 beam.
Yes. The
Yeah,
temper by the
I reached
elevator.
out to Toby. I'm waiting for him to get back to me on that and the other two outstanding steel RFIs.
Okay. We're live, Parker.
Yeah.
Should be. So roof's obviously making pretty good progress.
Especially around school ending.
We had a half day on Friday where we just kind of detailed in all this roof and got it ready. We're over the top of the elevator now, and they'll finish up this little area hopefully by the end of the day, and then we're going to head to the north side of the warehouse. Decking's coming along. We had a couple high wind days last week where we couldn't really fling some deck, so we focused on the skeleton. But we've got it punched out pretty good. By Friday, we should be fully covered up. And then it's just, the 40 million screws that we've got to do. The clear story pop outs are starting to look good. It's starting to take shape. There it goes. Caulking finally caught up, so we're pretty well caulked up on the outside of the building and then over the top. We're getting ready for asphalt here pretty quick. You can see all the curb and gutters. We are going to have to move. I think, Parker, you should be touching base with, what's his name, Kevin in the office now over at Bible.
Yep.
So this light pole is going to move over to there, which we've already got electrical pulled for it, and we're going to obviously pull those conduits out and pop them in right behind it. And then this guy is going to move up over here into that one. So irrigation's already set, sleeves are in, we're ready to go. Dirt backfill starting tomorrow. We're going to clean up some shit and get it out of the way. Gordon's progressing. We poured this little part of the triple channel this morning. So we're getting up and around our working water flow issues, and then we finally got a chance to plug our hole for the city so they can stay off of us. Wall's coming up. It's a slow process. It's a lot of wall, but it's getting there. But right now, Gordon's got the tie-ins done on this side of the showroom for all of our roof drains. They've got the one water main open. Should be coming into view. Now we got a bit of a delay. And then we are back on that 48-inch storm private line that's going up. It crisscrosses our property, and then Gabe, since you're on the phone, there is $1 million question that there's a box or there's not a box that we're supposed to attach to here. We've surveyed it in, so we know where we're going. I think the angle might be a little bit off. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario is this little pipe goes straight out into the street. So that box, we think, in reality, goes straight down the street and connects, and there's no box culvert or anything to tie into underneath here. So we've marked out the lines. That should be a manhole underneath there. We've got it all painted up and surveyed in, and we're ready. We just don't know if the as was correct because we can't find it or any semblance of a box. So we might need a quick fix, or this is what we have. How do you want us to hook up to procedures?
Okay.
Everything that we've looked at, when we're following this little 2-footer and then down this manhole here, we can't see any kind of box structure underneath there with the camera.
Okay.
Just so we're all on the same page. So that angle might change because if it's just a pipe intercept, it is what it is. If we need to set a box in there, then we're going to have to get elevations and all kinds of fun stuff from y'all. Why we're draining this thing and everything else is everybody else's guess. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So hopefully within the next week, all this big black pipe disappears, and then we move all this stuff over to the corner, kind of off property, off site, and we start paving this joker. Inside the building, electricians are kicking butt, taking names. The wall's progressing really well. We're up past the backfill mark, so the dirt guys will be back here tomorrow. We're going to start backfilling and getting all this area ready for concrete. I'll give you a little peek on the wall for the maintenance shop. It's coming up pretty good. All the inspections are passing. We're looking good there. And then we're already starting to double-side sheetrock and build bathroom walls and all kinds of fun stuff. There's plumbing back in there. Electrical going in. The SESs are set. You can't see them because they're on the other side of the bathroom walls. But progress is starting to look good inside the building. I don't know if I can sneak a peek in here, but we're going to try.
Might be able to get them from the side, the east side.
Yeah. Handrails up, the staircases are getting built. We're holding on that third staircase over by the elevator because that affects with that RFI. But the handrail from the mezz to the warehouse is up, and we're pretty well ready for concrete. We've got to build this wall, or we've got to get the elevator RFI beam fixed so that we can pour concrete and finish. So we're lacking on both ends, east and west. The second we have those answers, we can get it done, then it's game on.
Have the fuel station guys reached out to you lately?
No, I met with DH Pace today on the overhead doors. And then we're going with Crown on all the dock equipment. I talked to Nolan and Brian earlier, so we're on the same page as far as dock equipment goes. And overhead doors are, 2 weeks out? Roughly. So he did his measurements and stuff. We're good. He's happy with everything thus far. Inside of the next 2 weeks, we're going to start getting this dirt backfilled up against the screen wall. These guys are poured from the inside. The only other thing we're waiting on is concrete here at customer service pickup. And then we're going to start the steel and do the main showroom entry and all the patio and all that fun stuff. And I'm going to have to time that with trucking and what we have coming in still. But
Okay. Just so you know, too, I think you had it on your calendar, but I did talk to the fuel station guys today, and they're still planning on May 4th to mowed in and start excavating soon thereafter.
Okay.
I think they said the 12th is the day they're going to set that tank.
Yeah, that's going right there in the white spot. That's where it's headed.
That'd be more maybe. No, that's all concrete back there, right?
Yeah, it's all concrete. So I'm gonna more than likely go ahead and pour, because it's a big enough pour. I'll pour this west half and get us concreted in. Probably pour something like this, and then wait on the second half until later in May and get all our inspections, get all that crap cleaned up, picked up, and then I can pour that other half up by the gate. And then I'll chase the asphalt right behind it so we have a smooth tie-in.
Hey, did the hall metal door guys reach out to you too?
No, I haven't heard from them. I had the installer come by here
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
the other day, but I told him we're ready. He came and checked and looked at everything. He's got to get some hardware up from Denver, and then he said as soon as he has his hands on the hardware, he'd start. So
Yeah.
the goal is by the end of May, we're dried in. So with the overhead doors coming in, the man doors are already here. I just got to get them installed. I need some hardware. Glass has already been ordered for all the mezzanine. Paint starting, so we're just going to start chasing it. By the end of May, this should look a lot more finished on the outside.
It's good now.
It's getting there. The steel guys should be starting on overhead steel over here on the outside finally. So we're starting to put that canopy in over the customer pickup.
Sweet.
Then I'll get the framers out here to start chasing them, and then ACM panels, they came in. I guess y'all rejected the sample. We'll get a new one going, and then I'll get the framers out there to chase them. But he was saying that it's 12 weeks on the ACM panels, which is about right. We kind of do that, so I'm starting to do that sooner rather than later.
Good deal.
Yeah, good stuff.
Anything else before we let you guys go?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Working on.
Gabe, I need your opinion on this real quick. Almost forgot. That Northwest lift station,
Fly with caution.
that's the cleanouts for it. That's the hole. And we're going to miss it by about 3 feet because the footing, we put the cleanouts as close as we could. So if we pick that joker up and set it in this hole, we're about 3 foot west of where we need to be, which is out of the sidewalk and into a parking stall. So option A is we set it there, put a traffic rated lid on it. We can keep the parking stall. We'll set it at grade with the parking stall. Probably never going to get used far away from the entrance. Option B is we can put it in this peninsula over here. We also have a fire hydrant that goes in. So we're going to have to maintain that 6 foot clearance, but it's doable. But it's more piping to go the wrong way because this trench behind us is the pressurized pipe that's tying into the other lift station. So I'm thinking traffic rated box or lid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like you said, that's.
Or just delete that one parking stall because we've got 40 million more parking spaces than we need, and island it up.
Would we be in violation of the traffic or the parking counts? If we got rid of that
No,
stuff?
we have so many extra parking spaces, it's not funny.
Okay, yeah, then I wouldn't even deal with the rated covered. I would just get rid of that spot.
Nolan, are you cool with that?
Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, then that's what we're gonna do. I'll set it as close to the building as I can. We'll kill the sidewalk right before it, and I'll just kill that parking space. And that way it's in a landscaped island, quote unquote. And we don't have to worry about traffic rated anything, and that's gonna be cheaper.
For Toby. Good deal. Anything else, Jeremy?
Now, Bob, I think we're good.
Deal, Nolan, you have anything?
Yeah, I'm good. Looks good, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice work. Nice to see blue skies too.
Yeah, they're kind of nice.
All right, folks. Thanks, Al.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good afternoon, guys.
Thank you. See y'all later.